And B-ball offset when you need it. B-ball offset. This is it, mate. This is it. Just think about your tools you need. Safety car turn 14. Remember, you're racing from the line. Safety car turn 15. Watch the weaving. Stay on. Watch the weaving. Just stay on line now. Okay, press and hold the overtake. Press and hold the overtake. Just easy through turn 14.
Oh my lord, Max! Oh my
Yes! Yes! Oh my God! Woo! Yes! Oh my God!
Max Verstappen, you are the world champion! The world champion!
Mate, you absolutely deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. You've had no luck. Not the rub of the grip. Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Max, we are so proud of you.
Oh my God, guys! I love you so much.
You have driven like a champion all year. You deserve that. We needed a bit of luck. You got it. You made it happen. And we love you. We absolutely fucking love you.
It is unbelievable, guys. Can we do this for another 10, 50 years together?
Right, honestly. Mate, the whole season, they tried to bring you down. Oh yeah, the one piece of luck. One piece of luck.
Fucking came down to the last lap. Unbelievable.
You enjoy this, mate.
No, I came here after the race and all the journalists were here, but not you.
Okay. Where
Yes.
was I?
Where? Tell me.
I was at Red Bull. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
You were in church praying the last 10 laps.
Did you see it?
Or-
You were part of it.
Or
but
there or you were in the bathroom.
5 laps before the end, I thought, this is not going to happen.
you were optimistic. 10 laps to the end and 7 laps to the end and 6 laps to the end. So you only realized 5 laps to the end. Wow. I guess without safety car, Lewis was champion. And with safety car, Max is champion. So it was a pure luck thing today. We have to be honest with that. But other times it was unlucky. If you take the 22 races, it was balanced. So maybe it's a little bit of justice.
Justice. That's how I started.
Hello everyone, this is the Casual Fan. So after a crazy Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, we have Max Verstappen as the Formula One World Champion in 2021. After, arguably one of the closest seasons we've had in a long time. I think since 2008, where the championship was decided pretty much on the last lap and I think the last corner as well. This has to go down in the history of Formula One as one of the closest and arguably as one of the more controversial seasons we've had in F1. Having said that, talking about the quality of driving, top notch. Talking about the level of competition between Mercedes and Red Bull at the highest level, I think. But I don't think you clicked on this video to watch that. Why you clicked on this video is to answer a particular question. And the question is whether Max Verstappen's win at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, was there a sense of poetic justice to it? Now before we get to that, we have a few other questions that need to be answered along the way. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now talking about the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, I have to say I've been watching the sport since 2005 and in my view, this has to be one of the worst handled Grand Prix races there has been in a long time. For sure, Indianapolis 2005 also ranks very highly in that list. But again, to go back 16 years to find a race which was grossly mismanaged, I think the race brought a bad image to Formula One and something it could have avoided if there was proper planning attached to it. Having said that, to answer the question, was this poorly mishandled? I think yes, it was poorly mishandled. But I feel there is one key element that maybe people are not looking at right now, and if they did, they would be able to make sense of what actually happened. Now, throughout this season, we've seen quite a few things which actually show that there seems to be a shift in Formula One where Formula One is no more trying to position itself in the market as a niche sport. It's not something only for the wealthy and the rich. It's trying to reach the masses. And to try to do that, it is trying to focus on the entertainment factor. To make changes for that, it is trying to introduce cars which will be easier to follow and easier to overtake in the next season. Also focusing on bringing in new changes like the red flag restart being a standing start instead of a rolling start. Association with Netflix also ranks highly in this endeavor, and in a way there has been a push to increase the global outreach for Formula One, and I have to say the step taken by Michael Massey in the last lap of the race to bring in the safety car and have a safety car restart, in a way that was aimed at improving the show, and that was something that they have been aiming to do pretty much throughout the season. And if you look at it from that lens, it should not be a surprise. But having said that, the problem was the gross mishandling. The problem was the gross mismanagement that was there by the race control. Why? Because if they had done the entire charade that they pulled up, if they had done all of it on lap 56 with 2 laps remaining, none of this should have been a problem. If only Michael Massey was able to be more clear-headed and had made up his mind of how he wanted to go about it, things would not have been this controversial at least. And let's be fair, even though Lewis Hamilton fans, they would have shouted injustice if the race would have restarted with just 2 laps left. Even though it would have been unlucky for Lewis and extremely lucky for Max, just like it is right now, it would not have been this controversial. What Formula One needs to do right now is have a clear vision, a clear focus, and more than that, a clear standard operating procedure on how they want to go about things. If there was a clear goal, then they should have focused on going for it in a clear way. Something that they missed emphatically, I must say, and something that, well, that has forced Michael Massey to be under public scrutiny to an extremely, well, slightly distasteful level as well. Do they need to make improvements? For sure, they need to make improvements, because you cannot have races decided like this. You cannot have that. But the focus on F1 being more of an entertainment than just pure hardcore racing, I think it's not that debatable that is something which there has been a tilt towards. Now the second question, was Max Verstappen incredibly lucky? I don't think we even need to think too much on this, because let's be fair, the car that Max Verstappen had at his disposal, it was not on par with Lewis Hamilton. Throughout the race, it became obvious that Max Verstappen was easily losing out 2 to 3 tenths per lap whenever Lewis Hamilton wanted to push his car, even a little bit. Lewis had the race in his grasp throughout. There was no point where he was challenged other than except the first lap dash, for which he escaped. Having said that, Max, as far as I remember, on lap 52, he was around 9 seconds behind Lewis, and he was not closing down the gap at a pace which made it vulnerable for the Mercedes driver. And if that was the case, I have to say that Lewis pretty much had the championship in his bag, if not for the safety car. So, keeping that in mind, was Max incredibly lucky? For sure he was. He was incredibly lucky, but I feel what we need to look at here is, would we be fighting over Max being lucky or Lewis being unlucky if the safety car was properly brought in on lap 56? I don't think we'll be having this debate, because this kind of luck both Lewis and Max have benefited from recently as well. It's nothing new, and it's something that, well, it is a part of the show, and it has been a staple of a Formula 1 race for a long time, and it has been an accepted practice where a safety car or a virtual safety car does tend to provide an added benefit to either the driver chasing or the driver leading. And something like this, yeah, sure, it is down to the luck, but it adds to the show, and it adds to the entertainment and the unpredictability of a race. And for sure, such an element, you do not want to discard it after it probably hampering a race in a one-off scenario. So coming back to it, was Max lucky? Yes. Was he incredibly lucky? For sure, there has to be no argument about the fact that Max Verstappen during the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was probably the luckiest driver on the grid. Having stated those facts, let me bring in a question that has been doing the rounds on social media. Questions like, Lewis was robbed of his title. Max Verstappen does not deserve the 2021 World Championship. Now, this is the claim that I am at odds with. At no point in time was it Max Verstappen's fault that a safety car came in at lap 52. It was not Max Verstappen's fault that Michael Messi thought bringing in the safety car on 57th lap was the right thing to do. Max Verstappen just made the most of the opportunity that was in front of him, and he ultimately ended up with a championship in his hand. Was he lucky in the last race? Emphatically lucky. As I've stated earlier, Max Verstappen was the luckiest driver on the grid at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But at the same point in time, the 2021 season is not just Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. There were 22 races, and over the course of 22 races, Max Verstappen has won 10 of them. He has achieved pole position in 10 of them. Compare that to Lewis Hamilton's stats. Lewis had 8 wins to his name, and he had half of the number of poles that Max was able to achieve, just 5. And that is despite, I think now it's probably paddock consensus as well, Mercedes overall had the faster car at its disposal, but still Max Verstappen was able to stay in the fight. Is he a deserving world champion? I think if you really want to answer that question, even for people who only tuned in to watch the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the answer was given on Saturday when Max pulled out a qualifying lap out of nowhere, a lap in a slower Red Bull where he was able to put together a lap time which was more than half a second quicker than Lewis Hamilton in a faster car. If you watched the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for those 90 seconds when Max Verstappen was doing his qualifying lap, you would think that that driver deserved to be the Formula 1 world champion. So the debate around whether Max Verstappen deserves or does not deserve the title, I think that debate should not even exist. Max Verstappen was a deserving world champion, and he finally got a rub of the green, as Alex Albon put it, for the first time throughout the season, and he ended up making the most of the opportunity put in front of it. Is Max Verstappen a deserving world champion? Yes, he surely is. Now, having said that, I think it's time we talk about the most contentious part of the video. The part where we discuss whether there was a sense of poetic justice in how Max Verstappen was able to win the world title at Abu Dhabi. And now, why I bring this question is because, as I said earlier, the 2021 season is not the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. There were 22 races, and if you are an avid Formula One fan and you followed the season, then it would be without a doubt that you can pretty much claim that Max Verstappen had rotten luck throughout the season. If you go through the season, if you look back, look at the season from Bahrain onwards until Abu Dhabi, you'll see races like Imola where Lewis Hamilton, well, he almost destroyed his race by a mistake, was extremely lucky to have a red flag help him at Imola. Or a race like Baku where Max Verstappen, comfortably leading, suffers from a puncture and a retirement just 2 laps from the end. Or a race like Silverstone, a race where Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton crashed. Who was at fault? Let's not even talk about it. Even then, Max Verstappen suffered from a 51G crash and a trip to the hospital, while Lewis Hamilton, who according to Mercedes themselves, if it was not for the red flag, he would have had to retire. But because of a red flag and an extremely lucky situation, Lewis Hamilton was able to win the race. In keeping that aside, looking at Hungary, another race where he was just steamrolled for no fault of his own by Valtteri Bottas, which costed him at least a second position in the race. You look at all these scenarios, you sit down and calculate, and you find out that Max Verstappen, if he had not had such a poor run of luck, he would have been champion by Brazil. He would have had such a huge points advantage that the last few races would have been irrelevant. Now, this was the kind of luck that Max suffered. To add to this, the kind of public pressure that was put on him. And it's and respected journalists like Damon Hill and Johnny Herbert coming out and saying things like the Monza crash was intentional. Or even the open letter written by the Autosport chief editor. I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen it. I'll put it in the description. Specifically, that the link to the article, an open letter written by the Autosport chief editor, imploring Max to not crash into Lewis Hamilton in the last race of the season. Such public pressure, such media campaign against him that a normal driver would have melted in front of it. And when all was said and done, on the last race, heck, in the last 10 laps, all the bad luck, all things that went against him, everything was neutralized by one decision by Michael Massey. A decision that was a huge stroke of luck for Max, but a decision that ultimately neutralized the run of bad luck, the run of negative PR he had been put through, the run that maligned his name in the media, and so many other things. Max Verstappen was not only fighting on the track, he was fighting off it as well. And to see him ultimately succeed, there was a sense of poetic justice to it. And whether, well, the Lewis Hamilton fans or the Mercedes fans, whether they like it or not, in many ways, Max suffered a lot throughout the season and never gave up. And he got his due at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Was it fair? Maybe not. Let's be honest about it. The way it was handled by the race director, it was not fair. But there was a sense of poetic justice to Max Verstappen winning the title after having no luck throughout the season. Having said that, I think it would be remiss if we don't talk about Lewis Hamilton, and if we don't talk about the graceful way in which he dealt with his defeat. His first defeat in 5 years, and the first time he has actually been beaten by someone outside of Mercedes since 2014. Lewis Hamilton, well, he has been He is prone to throwing tantrums here and there, and he is prone to pretty much throwing his team under the bus multiple times. But at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, he was the consummate sportsman. He came up to congratulate Max Verstappen, and it was nothing but classy. It was nothing but graceful. Whatever he did after, well, pretty much his 8th world title, something that would have immortalized him in Formula One as the most successful driver in the history of Formula One. Despite something being taken away so cruelly, just a few moments back, Lewis was still able to act gracefully. He didn't show disrespect either to Christian Horner or to Max Verstappen, and for that we need to tip our hat to arguably one of the best drivers we've had in this generation, and one of the drivers who, well, he is close to the end of his career and would be missed by the sport for his brilliance as well as the impact he has made. At the same time though, the kind of praise that we give Lewis Hamilton, I'm not sure we can give the same kind of praise to Mercedes, because, well, their reaction has been horrible. I agree with the fact that the championship was literally stolen from their hands on the last few laps in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but at the end of the day, we need to treat the sport like a sport. We cannot act like a petulant child and keep shouting on the team radio against the race director. Somewhere down the line, we need to respect the fact that even though the championship season is over and we've lost, maybe unfairly, I won't take that away, but at any point in time, you need to be cognizant of the fact that this is a sport, and you need to ultimately congratulate or even greet both Red Bull's Christian Horner and Max Verstappen. Mercedes has not put out a single post of appreciation, anything for either Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton. And even though I agree they are lodging a protest, but a post where they said that irrespective of what the result is, thank you for arguably the greatest season in Formula One history. Thank you for the competition and hope we see you again next year. Something on those lines can easily be put up, and something like that would actually, in many ways, bring them in a positive light in the public, because right now the way they are going, the way they have acted since what happened at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, it does not look good, and it does not paint them in a positive light one bit. Mercedes have lodged an intent to protest. Sure, they will. There is a high probability that they will go ahead with an appeal, but the decision being overturned, I don't see that happening. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Max Verstappen is the 2021 Formula One World Champion, and I feel there is a sense of poetic justice to how it all happened. So these are my views. What do you guys think? Share your views in the comment section, even if you think otherwise. Let's have a discussion, nothing wrong with it. I do feel for the Lewis Hamilton fans, because that was a cruel way on how it went about it. But at the same point in time, congratulations to the Formula One fans and the Max Verstappen fans. Great year, and the one which in many ways raised the Formula One popularity even to areas which were not accessible earlier. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and please like, share and subscribe to the channel and help this channel grow. Thank you a lot. Take care. See you next time.